Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I wanted to remind everybody about Kava, the Kava Network's Pioneer Program. They've got people that are different companies that are joining. This one's happy to announce Fortubefy. This is let me see what kind of company this is. A decentralized cryptocurrency bank. They've joined the Kava Pioneers and will soon be deploying on Ethereum co-chain. Fortube's multi-chain DeFi lending platform with goal of global financial inclusion. Here's another one, excited to announce Ruby Protocol. They've deployed on Kava. Ethereum co-chain. Ruby offers first algorithmic stablecoin on Kava's EVM pegged to the price of one Kava. So these guys have this Pioneer program and they keep on. There's a lot going on it. $750 million in developer incentives. So go and give Kava a follow at Kava_platform. I'll put the link at the top of the description. Now look at this tweet right here. This one caught my eye this morning. And I'm not saying the guy's right in any way. This is one of those where I was like, whoa, it caught my eye twice. I don't expect $1 XRP in April. It's time for a flash crash. So he's calling for a flash crash. I don't like the sound of that, but I do like the sound of this. I do expect $1,200 XRP in November. Time for Swift to go live on XRP Ledger ISO 222. There's a lot of people that are expecting something from November. We shall see. 1,200 XRP. Boy, I hope he's right. Now here's a Jim Rickards flashback. I saw this guy right here, XRP Boy, had posted this morning, and I remember this from back in the day. But I'm blocked by Jim Rickards because I showed his own words in his Ice 9 video. But this is the tweet from Jim Rickards back in 2018. People are saying is not my idea of a reliable source. That said, even if the IMF needs devs, and I'm sure Ripple has some good ones, that doesn't mean XRP will be a reserve asset. More likely, it's an eSDR. Just the fact that he would say that is pretty unbelievable. Now, I wanted to make everybody aware, if you want to go watch the Bitcoin, hold on, my son is texting me. All right. Okay. So anyway, if you want to go watch the Bitcoin Miami conference, you can go to Bitcoin Magazine. I found this morning. I just wanted to make you aware. You can go watch it live. This is all streaming live right now. Okay, James Phelan, Magistrate Judge Netburn, has ordered the SEC to submit its proposed redactions to the court for in-camera review no later than April 8th, 2022. And so this is more of the court filings. To me, it's just disgusting that the judge is even letting them propose redactions at this point, as insulting as their redactions have been. Now, this is interesting. This person said, thanks. Since we are relying on the judge in this current situation, when do you think the judge would answer back in regards to the analysis of these documents? And he says, I wish I knew. We're waiting for decisions on motion for reconsideration, motion to strike the supplemental expert report, motion to compel turnover Estabrook notes, and now the redactions. Anything in a court is frustrating, folks. Now, TAIG was making people aware the other day about how the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance was very involved in writing of the Token Taxonomy Act, okay? Warren Davidson apparently got a little irritated, and he said, anonymous person, he's talking to TAIG, why do you pretend that Ethereum had special access? Everyone, including Ripple, XRP, participated. The bill was public 2018 for public comment. Lots came in. 2019, it was reintroduced. What in the text do you find objectionable? Okay, well, this is not where my issue lies. Here's where my issue lies, and I retweeted Warren Davidson's tweet. I don't question whether Warren Davidson had honorable intentions with the token taxonomy. I don't think Warren Davidson in general has bad intentions. Warren Davidson's silence is where I have a problem. The silence with what we now know. See, I believe that some, like and I'll show you her in a second because it happened to come back up today, but I think some people that were involved in the discussions that led to the Ethereum free pass, I don't think all of them were bad guys. I think some of them had good intentions and thought that they were working on behalf of the industry at the time. Nancy Wotas is one of the good guys in my opinion. I think that she thought, and then I think once it was all said and done and the SEC gave Ethereum the free pass, I think people like Nancy Wotas were pissed off because I think that they realized what had just been done then. And so my point here is that I don't think that it's the fact that there's nothing wrong with the fact that the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance was involved and Ripple was involved. Different people were talking about the token taxonomy. My issue is now that Warren Davidson and Cynthia Lummis and all these Congress people know what was done with the Ethereum free pass, and make no mistake, they've seen our videos, they've seen the disguised whale video, make no mistake. My problem is that now that they know what happened and all the shadiness that has gone on, why are they not calling for an investigation? That's my issue, okay? Now, it's not just my issue. Look at these, because Stefan Huber was taking issue with BitBoy. You know, the other day BitBoy tried to act like the ETH gate's just a conspiracy and all that. Well, I'll tell you, and I told you the other day, I don't think BitBoy thinks that at all. I think BitBoy is talking his book, and I think BitBoy is probably, I don't know it, but if I had to guess, he probably is in one way or another in business with some of the Ethereum people. I don't know, couldn't prove that. I'm not saying he is, I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me. But Stefan Huber is calling BitBoy out here, and you know, when BitBoy did say that the other day, he basically is condescending to the XRP community by doing the massive ETHgate scandal, and I think he even said that SEC involving him in it or something. Anyway, he's tweaking the XRP community is what he's doing, okay? But let's look at this video again, because this is Nancy Wotas.
What's interesting?
And understand, she was one with Cooley LLP, who was one of the law firms. She was behind the scenes at the meetings with the SEC leading up to the Ethereum free pass. This woman was with Perkins Coie. Lowell Ness of Perkins Coie is the guy that wrote the safe harbor memo that became the Ethereum free pass. So these aren't people that don't know what they're talking about. Listen.
What's interesting is I don't think Ether is decentralized. I think it's fully functional, but I don't think it's decentralized. But the chairman, the division director said it's decentralized. So, hey, look at the metrics for Ether. And, hey, you do a little better than that, hey.
Then why isn't Ripple?
Yeah, and I wonder if they would have said that 3 years back. I mean, now they came back and said Ether is not, it's not a security, but, it's now. How about 3 years back? Would they have the same answer?
There's no question. Ethereum violated the law in the SEC's view when it issued its tokens. He said that in the speech, even though consensus says, oh, no, that's not what he said. That's what he said. He said, but then he said, look, the securities laws really, it doesn't add anything now because Ether is decentralized. Again, no. Yeah, exactly. So it's a long process.
All right. And then Ripple, I added this in, Steph, to back that up. Here's Ethereum's own attorney saying the same thing that Nancy Wotas said.
It's become very complicated because they've now said, well, Ethereum is not, some voices in the SEC said Ethereum is not a security, Bitcoin is not a security, because they're too decentralized. But they've also indicated at some point they weren't. That they were, well, maybe not Bitcoin, but certainly Ethereum at some point was very centralized. But they've given very vague guidance as to when, Ethereum changed from a caterpillar.
Vague guidance, and it's intentional, folks. All of crypto has been in this purgatory intentionally. This was the SEC's plan. Think about it. They've got, right now, Ethereum has a monopoly on token issuance and DeFi as long as the SEC keeps all the rest of crypto in purgatory. Do you see Gary going after Ethereum? No.
A butterfly, right? There's no point. They don't pinpoint it. And because they don't pinpoint it, they create uncertainty in the market, and they create uncertainty for other projects to follow it. And this is not great. When you have that kind of uncertainty with the kind of, key market that the U.S. is and key leadership that the U.S. plays as regulators look to the U.S. around the world, the answer, that kind of uncertainty and vagueness drives projects away. And it's certainly, I believe, the case that a lot of interesting blockchain cryptocurrency projects have decided to not be in the U.S. and to bubble out the geofence, I guess they call it, any investors from the U.S. because they just don't want to deal with this uncertainty and the big guns of SEC enforcement. So.
Exactly, by design. And then Stefan Huber put this clip out. This also, and he says, imagine the disguised whales belong to the Russian government. Listen to this. I mean, the times that we're in, listen to this.
Unless we keep hitting Congress saying, look, something has to move. And if we want to lose blockchain to the Russians as they want blockchain, they've articulated, hey, we're going to control blockchain just the way the U.S. controls the internet. You know what? Continue on this course. Bill Hinman said, and again, he's the head of Division of Corporation Finance, who we're dealing with a lot, including and we also are dealing with enforcement. I also challenge your hypothesis that they're only going after the fraudsters. They're not. There are cases that they're going after where the token had utility at the time it was minted, and they're still going after them. And, it's just outrageous. So, again, the Division of Corporation Finance told us that it's going to be several years before they do any kind of rulemaking or policy guidance. So what we have to do is, they said, look, come talk to us. So we have a case right now in front of Division of Corporation Finance. We put together a term sheet. They said, look, we don't want legal analysis, just put facts in front of us. So we went, we made a pitch. The woman who was lead at the meeting, she took me aside. She said, Nancy, we love the management team, clearly experienced. We love the product. We have a couple of issues we'd like you to address. So we went back, we addressed their issues, submitted it. Then it's death by 1,000 cuts.
Okay, but he makes an excellent point. The disguised whales could be, I'm going to turn that into a tweet. I don't do this often, but we're going to do it right now. Exactly. I'm a pretty good typer. I'm not going to frustrate you too much. Exactly. The Ethereum disguised whales could be Russians. The Russians. We don't know. Why don't Warren Davidson, Cynthia Loomis, they're the ones that are at the forefront. Why don't they want to know? That's an excellent question, folks, because I'm not saying that those disguised whales are Russians. I think they're more likely a handful of major Wall Street firms. But the fact that they could be, and these people know about it, and they don't want to know. Why do they not want to know? That's my problem here. Why do they not want to know? That is completely irresponsible. These people, these are congressmen. They're supposed to be watching after the national security of this country. I'm going to stop there. We'll get to Gary's ramblings in the next video. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that the Congress does not want to know who the disguised whales are from the Ethereum ICO. Why do they not want to know? Thanks for listening.